and they all tape all the speech in video and share it on public website. So there's a lot of wonderful speech out there. Very, very useful resources if you want to prepare your presentation. Okay, so why I say these two material correlated? Okay, that's first one, learning language like children. Another second one, if I have time today, we will be looking at school kill creativity. Because creativity is the most fundamental ability in every child. In his speech, you will find that, children, they think of something, they have a crazy idea, they just do it. School say, no, you cannot do that. They will influence other people. Our traditional rule, education system, teach kids, children, something that you can try, something you better not trying, right? Okay. You say, there's nothing wrong to educate your people to do the right thing. But sometimes we don't know where is the balance. If you always do the same thing which you think is right, you are not making exploration to explore the future, which I already said is take risks, right? This is where the creativity from. Actually, we are not improving. Extraordinary 是什么意思？ It is a good word or bad word? Good word. This word is very good. I want you to learn it. If I say I am just an ordinary people, which means you are normal. If you say I have extraordinary characteristics, you are beyond normal, extraordinary. So this is so great. This word is so great. 不凡的 is extraordinary. 知道这个字吗? It means remarkable. Okay, so just the variety of it, the range of it. 第一个主题就是跟人的创造力啊，然后大家谈的也蛮多元的，还有范围也蛮广的。A variety, you know. Variety means a lot of things, they are different kind. It's variety. The range means the area you can look at, maybe narrow, maybe broad. So the variety and the range, they determine your vision. The second is that it puts us in a place where we have no idea what is going to happen in terms of future, no idea how this may play out. Okay? 不知道将来会怎么样。那这个我们没有办法猜。如果你只听这一场，因为这个 conference 是好多名人演讲，可能有讲 global warming， 有讲未来人类的前途。所以他是在讲这个 no idea, we don't know what it's going to do in the future. Okay? I have an interest in education. Actually, what I find is everybody has an interest in education, don't you? 一般事业比较成功的人都还蛮关心政治的，关心教育，关心教育。所以他讲这个其实是一个心理啊，每一个人听得很爽啊。I find it's very interesting. If you are at a dinner party, if you say you work in education, actually you are not often at a dinner party, frankly. If you work in education, okay, 这非常口语，对不对？非常口语，很快。You are now asked， 没有人会邀你啦。And you are never asked back curiously. That's strange to me. But if you are, and you say to you somebody you know, they say, what do you do? And you say you work in education. You can see the blood run from their face. They're like, oh my God, you know, why me? Why me? My one night out of the week. 我一个礼拜就只有一天，就毁了。But if you ask about their education, they pin you on the wall. Pin you, 把你钉在墙上。Here means they talk a lot, talk too much, pin you on the wall. Because 没有，他这里讲了，如果你是问他的教育背景，他会讲很多啊。Because it's one of those things that goes deep with people, am I right? Like religion, money, and other things. I have a big interest in education, and I think we all do. We all have a huge, vast interest in it, partly because there's education that's meant to take us into the future that we can grasp. I like this. We are not, as a teacher, my class, are not telling you those stuff is what the future want you to do. No, I cannot predict. My web technology, a lot of my class, I don't teach to students, okay, this is something that in the market you are going to use. No. But I want the student to know the skill, how to pick up the knowledge, how to learn by yourself. That is even more important because in the future, we cannot grasp. We cannot grasp even teacher. We may know the direction, but somehow technology changes so fast. So I want you to look at this sentence again. Education is meant to take us into the future that we cannot grasp and predict. Okay? If you think of this, children starting school this year will be retiring in 2065. This speech was given in 2006. So you do the math. 2006 plus 60 is 2065. Nobody has a clue. What would it look like 60 years later, right? Nobody knows. You know, internet, just 20 years ago things, right? Internet. Web, Facebook, Twitter. Twitter just happened 2 years ago or 1 year ago. So how do you predict the technology 60 years later? Very, very challenging, right? Difficult, almost impossible. Okay. If I say that I teach you one programming language that will prepare you for 10 years, that's bullshit. Don't believe that. Okay? Don't believe that. That's 骗人的. Okay? Because next year, they're going to change. Next year, they're going to change. So what you prepare is the right attitude. For example, something very fundamental. Good thinking, to be a great person, to be more, for example, language is very important, right? You know the things very quickly, but language is not just all of the story. How to be a good team worker with other people, how to communicate with other people is also important, okay? Okay, look back. So the unpredictability, I think, is extraordinary. 这种不可确定性，我觉得是超凡的。Okay. Next, and the third part of this is we all agree, nonetheless. Nonetheless 就是although 的意思啊。On the really extraordinary capacity